When ARTA was put together, it was done by people who had a vision, and at the heart of that vision was always the members.
Retired teachers come from a lifetime of commitment to kids, a lifetime of commitment to community.
I was in grade 9 when ARTA started, and yet there was this group of people who were starting something so amazing, and it's just a privilege to be part of the organization today.
My first memory of ARTA was going to a board meeting when they confirmed me as the executive director. I remember meeting so many people. I also remember showing up in a tie. And at that time I was made an agreement with Mr. Gordon Cummings never to wear a tie again, because he said you didn't need to be that formal in this organization. So to this date, I still don't wear a tie in respect of the promise I made to him.
My first association wasn't really with ARTA, it was CRTA in Calgary Retired Teachers, and some of the initiatives, but I got invited up to the second retreat. And that's where they brought people in from across the province, and that was the time when they were starting to look at changing the organization, changing the structure of the organization into essentially what it is today.
Well, my earliest memories go back to the first meeting I went to when we were in Barnett House. We were in that meeting room just off the cafeteria. It was crowded, it was hot.
Oh gosh, the first office was just 2 days a week or 2 afternoons a week, and Lucy would set up a table for coffee for us at the right time. She was a very gracious lady.
One of my first memories of ARTA was visiting the office in Barnett House and visiting with the executive director at the time in his office, Don Mock, but I showed up right at coffee time. So they pulled me aside, set up a box for me to sit on, and I got to join them for their coffee time, which was a huge treat for me.
I went to my retirement due, and it happened that the president of the local branch was there, and she said, "Oh, we're having a meeting next week, you should come." And so I showed up at the meeting, and John and Lucy Takahashi were there from ARTA. And they gave a presentation, and so I paid up my branch dues and I joined ARTA.
What I remember the most about running into John and Lucy was just how welcoming and inviting they were. And it was more about a sense of community as opposed to a sense of an association or a business.
When I go back to when I first started, there were probably 5 people in the office. 5 people could not begin to touch what we are doing now.
When we use our voice to talk about things that matter most to seniors, our voice is heard. So whether it comes to things that happen in the education or things that happen in healthcare, when ARTA raises its voice, members of government and members of the community hear.
ARTA advocates on issues that affect all seniors and takes action where necessary.
When I think of the health benefits plan and the public sector, there's so many in the public sector that would have had no health benefits plan after retirement. And so I think ARTA has really fulfilled a role there. I wish more retired teachers and more retired people realize that ARTA is available and that there are branches in so many communities that provide the social aspect of retired people to get out and talk to one another.
The organization itself offers probably one of the best travel plans in the industry. It allows our members to get out and see the world.
I think the biggest change has been growth. We've been steadily growing year over year, but also improving our plans and our service delivery to our members.
Well, the past 60 years, certainly society has changed a whole bunch, but besides that, ARTA has really grown. The number of branches, started off with 3 branches, and now we're up to 18, and just the number of members has increased exponentially.
It would have been very easy to have just stayed small and not stretched our wings, but we have just grown in every direction, in every way, and it has been wonderful to be just a small part of that.
It's gone from almost the equivalent of a one-room schoolhouse to a university. It's we're sitting in a building right now with about 35,000 square feet worth of space. I'd be surprised if there was more than 3,000 or 4,000 at the time that I first started working with Daniel and his crew.
We've made some very strategic changes with our partnerships, and along with the self-administration, we're poising ARTA to work really well and be successful in the future.
ARTA has had an amazing impact on the community it serves. It allows seniors and retirees to live an engaged and active lifestyle in retirement through the provision of different wellness activities, contests and programs, social connectedness, and of course our health benefits plan. With the launch of our pharmacy, we've continued to find new and innovative ways to support our members.
ARTA-RX Pharmacy was, the vision of it is twofold. We thought of a new way of creating revenue streams that would help keep our plan affordable and sustainable, at the same time ensuring our members got that custom service that they deserve when dealing with a pharmacy.
I think one of the things that really impresses me now is looking at the continued evolution in terms of meeting healthcare needs and using the pharmacy to its full capacity as a service to ARTA members.
From the onset, we really wanted ARTA-RX to be an integral part of everyone's health community and health network. And so we designed our practice in mind with our professionals being able to collaborate with other healthcare providers.
What I find ARTA-RX to do is for us to have more meaningful conversations with our member, to understand their challenges and their concerns, and to be able to assist them where we can. So that's the exciting thing about ARTA-RX to me.
The Charitable Foundation is focused on serving the needs of seniors in our community. It focuses on healthcare, accommodation, and education.
It was really premised on the idea that as active teachers, we had service to this province, and now as retired teachers, we're doing exactly the same thing.
They have funded incredible programs with partner charities. Some of them really timely. The telesupport groups that Parkinson's Alberta launched in 2020 provided countless opportunities of support to Albertans and seniors in the province.
As ARTA has grown and the Charitable Foundation has grown, we're providing more services to more people across the province. And we're hoping that as people learn of the services we are able to provide, they will in some way contribute to be able to help the Charitable Foundation provide even more services to more people across the province.
The best things about working at ARTA are the people. The staff are fantastic. Our board of directors are so supportive. Our committees help drive change. And our members are just fantastic, and they're great to deal with. And it's really had a big impact on my life.
It gave me a life after retirement. It gave me a peer group, a group of people that I really enjoyed being with.
The people. And it doesn't matter whether it's general membership, whether it's board members, whether it's all of the folks in the office. It's the people that are important.
The best thing about being an ARTA member is being able to regularly interact with people who are also retired teachers, because there's no doubt that teachers see the world in a different way than many others do.
We've all have these similar experiences that we can share and talk about, and there's always a connection of some sort. It's also people who believe in volunteering and who also believe in service.
It's great. I love being involved, and the more you're involved, the more benefit that you have.
It's such a warm and inviting environment. I thoroughly enjoy the interactions I have, and I love to just sit and chat and meet new people, listen to stories, and just get to know people on a little bit more of a personal level.
I never really envisioned myself going back to work for anybody other than working for myself. And ARTA changed that. Every morning I wake up, there's a certain jolly factor you have coming in the front door, and that's what I appreciate the most.
It's such a privilege working at ARTA. The members that make up ARTA spent their entire careers growing the community that we live in, and now is our chance to provide them the lifestyle they deserve in retirement.
I can't even attempt to envision what the future can look like for ARTA, because we have just been growing by leaps and bounds and reaching out into other areas. That's almost beyond my visions.
Bigger and better.
We're going to continue to grow and continue to offer new and exciting services for our members.
The focus of ARTA is not to build ARTA. The focus of ARTA is to meet the needs of the retired teachers and other retirees in this province. And if we can make accommodations for them, and if we can create advantages for them in terms of their retirement, then we're fulfilling the purposes that ARTA should have.
Who knows what might happen, you know? Maybe we'll build a seniors retirement building, or maybe we'll install a helicopter landing pad for our ARTA helicopter. You know, you never know where we might go.
I envision continued growth, and I envision us continue to change to meet the needs of seniors in Alberta.
Congratulations, ARTA, on 60 years, and I'm so proud to have been a part of it.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Congratulations on 60 years of providing service to retired teachers. Keep on going and keep on growing.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy anniversary to ARTA. You know, I think the best is yet to come.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th anniversary, ARTA.
A very happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th, ARTA.
Happy 60th anniversary, ARTA. I hope I'm here for the 120th.